Hello everyone and welcome to this channel. In this channel we will be talking about lifestyle, mindsets and tools to absolutely transform your life inside out. Now my name is Chloe Sarkis and I'm here with my friend Palmy. And today we will be sharing with you 6 tips that if you follow, I promise you will be able to reach any goal you set for yourself. Most of you guys already know what goals you have, whether it is to lose some weight, eat healthier, be less of a procrastinator, open a new business, move to another country, whatever your goal is. Let me tell you, there is a way to reach it. In fact, whatever I will be sharing with you is a practice to incorporate in your daily life. And a lot of people come up and ask me, Chloe, how did you lose 10 kilos? How do you stay so motivated every day? How are you so constant with the goals you set for yourself? And let me tell you guys, it wasn't always like this. I was once a big procrastinator. No matter what goal it was, whether it was big, small, whatever it would stress me so much to the point that I wouldn't follow up with it. I would find any distraction, watch movies all day, and procrastinate till the day that I ended up giving it up. So let me tell you, if it was possible for me, it's certainly possible for you. And with these 6 tips that I myself follow, I am sure that if you go with them and if you take them seriously and take notes about them even, and the more you're engaged about it, the more you'll be able to memorize everything I'm telling you. So if you're taking notes right now, honestly, this will help you a lot. So anyways, without further ado, let's start. Tip number 1, be honest. Now let me start off with an example of mine. One of my life goals is to become a pro drummer. I love it. I love the feeling of it. I love how it looks. I love the idea of it. It just attracts me so much. I even invested in a set of different drum sets. Now, however, I don't have the time. I have my university going on, I have my coaching business going on, I have my relationship going on, I have my friends going on, I have my family going on. I have so many things to do and I just don't have the time. Now, let me tell you how this is absolutely not true. Because when I do have the time, what do? I scroll on social media, I go on Netflix, I read a book, I unwind. And this doesn't necessarily make me a bad or lazy person. Let me ask you guys a question out there. Have you ever wanted something really bad, but you just didn't have the time for it? And then suddenly something pops up, an opportunity, an exciting date, a gathering with friends, whatever it is. It's so compelling to you and so attractive to you that you found the time, you found the money to do it and fit it in your schedule. And if you're saying no, let me tell you, you're completely yourself. So being honest is going to really incorporate this self-compassion. It doesn't make you a bad person or a lazy person to say, listen, I prefer watching Netflix for whatever reason than going for a workout. It's not bad. Nobody's out there to judge you. If you're happy with it, then just go with it. But be honest to yourself. Stop putting excuses and telling yourself that you can't when you can. When you can do whatever you want, because you have that power. You have the power to design the life that you want. So you can. The next time you say you can't, just ask yourself, do you really can't? Or is it just not your priority? And again, it doesn't make you a bad person whether it is or it's not. Tip number 2, know your why. Now personally for me, for example, if I forget why I'm doing these videos, which is to help people, then I lose momentum, I lose focus, I lose motivation. Fears come up, judgments come up, everything comes up, and I just don't want to do it. However, if I create myself a solid vision of why I'm doing it and visualize everything that goes around it, then suddenly it becomes indestructible. And if you guys do that, let's say you want to open a new business or lose some weight, and you create a vision of why you want to do it, then your chances of success go way up. In fact, neuroscience has shown that the mind knows no difference between a real experience and an experience coming from imagination. That's crazy. So let's say the more you visualize, let's say before you sleep, the more you visualize yourself reaching that point of success, or how does it feel taking those actions, the more you visualize yourself happy taking those actions and reaching it, and how does it feel, how does it look like, how do you look like, the more you're specific about that vision you're creating yourself and why you're doing it, the better your chances are. And in fact, maybe I'll do another video about this, about visualization, because I have used it along my life and it has been working great. In fact, there's a book I would strongly suggest for the people that want to know more about it. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics. Super interesting book. It talks about neuroscience, it talks about self-image, it talks about basically visualization, and very, very interesting. Tip number 3, breaking that huge goal you have into little steps. Now, personally for me, this has been a life changer. This is one of my favorite tips actually, because I strongly get affected by big goals I put. It gets overwhelming. It's like, oh my God, I have so much to do to reach that goal. I don't want to do it. This is crazy. This is too much. And I end up procrastinating, giving it up, and not doing it. Until I started practicing incorporating such a simple tool that you can put into my life, breaking it into little steps. So let's say, for example, an example that we can all relate to, you have a big project to deliver in 5 days. And for the past 2 days, you've been procrastinating. You're like, oh my God, so much work to do. I don't want to do it. For the past 2 days, you've been like that. And now you have 3 days. So you have less time, more work, and you're even more anxious. Breaking it into little steps and putting an organization to it just helps wonders. First, be realistic. You have 3 days. First day, what are you going to do? Research. Second day, create the idea. Third day, take action. Whatever. You break it down into little steps, and when you do that, it eases off anxiety, it eases off stress. So no matter what goal you have, you don't need to reach your dreams tomorrow. Enjoy the progress, enjoy the process. And sometimes, okay, we get to procrastinate and it gets very overwhelming, but trust me, if you even do that before you get to that stage, it helps wonders. So progress is key. Taking action every single day is key. Tip number 4, schedule it. Now, it's very important to break your big goal into little steps. However, scheduling it is just as important. In fact, Marie Forleo says, if it's not scheduled, it doesn't exist. And there's a lot of studies that have shown that the to-do list that we usually do don't really work. And you know why? It's because it doesn't have a time length for it. So those activities you can do tomorrow, you can do a month from now, you can do a year from now, or never end up doing them. However, when you schedule it in your calendar and you commit to that, it makes it much more real. So let's say you finish your job at 6, from 7 to 8 you schedule, you know that you have an hour to invest in yourself, an hour to learn this new tool you need to reach the goals you have, or an hour to learn Spanish, whatever your goal is. So you schedule it. You say from 7 to 8, I'm going to do that on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And when you have that established, it becomes much more real. Tip number 5, find yourself an accountability buddy. Now this one is major because statistics show that chances of success go up 95% when you have someone that keeps you accountable. So find someone you trust, whether it's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your best friend, your family member, your coach, whoever it is, and share with them your vision. Tell them, listen, I need you to check up on me every night, every few days, every week, every month, whatever it is, and make sure I have accomplished the mission I committed to you and to myself. And this works like a charm. If you guys have ever had a workout buddy or someone that you trust and someone that has your best interest at heart, then trust me, this will guarantee you a successful goal. Tip number 6, and one of the most important tips, start before you're ready. Now this is super important because if you're waiting for the day you're going to feel ready or the day you're going to feel motivated, then trust me, you guys are missing so many opportunities, and opportunities are flying by. Instead of taking progress and learning through that, you're just missing it out and you're postponing it, and you may even give up on it. Now guys, I know how scary it is to get outside of your comfort zone. In fact, the number one dream killer is fear. And I know how scary it is. I know that we're scared of people judging us. I know that we're scared of not being good enough. We're scared of not doing it well enough. I know all of that. And let me tell you something. If you're just starting with the journey that you set for yourself with this huge dream that you have, know that going through it, you're gonna do so many mistakes because you're human. You're gonna do so many mistakes. Obviously, you're gonna do so many mistakes because you just started that journey. You're not gonna do it as well as someone that has been doing it for 50 years. Of course not. You're gonna make so many mistakes. You're just learning. And that's the thing. We need to learn that we're humans. We need to accept that we're humans. We need to accept the process and accept the process of doing mistakes and failing and, you know, going through that in order to become really, really good at something. So start before you're ready. Don't let perfection take over you and stop you from going to your dreams. So now I want to end this video with a question. What is one goal you have for yourself? And what are the steps and tips you're going to follow in order to reach that goal? Please let me know in the comments below. And if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share with the people that this could benefit to. And don't forget, guys, me and Paul, we love you so much, and thank you all for watching.